Hey Alice, we're filming. I wanted to hey guys, you guys know Alice. She's got some more to share about her story. Did you say that you've lost some more weight since the last time we talked?
About another 13 pounds.
That's pretty good. So just chilling on raw foods?
That's it. 100%.
So the weight loss, but you always like, oh, the weight loss is cool, but you're always like, yeah, but it's all the other stuff that's going on, like your husband is getting more chilled out from your energy.
Yes, everything that I'm doing seems to trickle off to other people as well. Not just him, I have other family members who are also doing more of the juicing and incorporating more raw foods into their diets. But just the energy flow in my house, my husband says, I like the transformation I see in you, not just on the outside, but on the inside, where I've been dealing with a lot of issues, personal issues that we didn't get into last time, and I don't think I'll get into now, but just everyone has issues. I don't think there's anyone out there that lives on this earth that doesn't have one sort of an issue or another. And in my case, one time, one of my biggest turning points was a really bad issue for my body to be able to deal with it. I was juicing and detoxing and going through the physical part of it, and then one day I just couldn't stop crying. I was nervous. I had a lot of anxiety, and I sent you a message, and I thought, well, maybe Dan can kind of help me get through this, because in your videos you explain about how we detox everything, the whole mind and your soul, and you just need to go through it. It's a process that you're going to find things in there that are toxin emotions. And so I send you a message, and instead of you answering back with the message, you send me your phone number, call me. And I'm like, okay, well, this was before I met you in that last video. How can I just call him just out of the blue, just call him? Well, okay, I'll try it. And it really worked, because your advice over the phone versus 10 minutes on a YouTube video doesn't compare. You were able to explain to me why I'm going through those anxiety attacks, maybe those very difficult, kind of like when you're eating something and it has to go through your body and it hurts and you have pain. And I was going through physical, emotional pain, a lot of insecurities, and you just said, Alice, just let it go. What are you worried about? And you explained to me, of course, in more depth, because we were on the phone for a while, but that was one of my biggest turning points. And from then on, I just don't worry about a lot of things. I'm not irresponsible, but I don't worry as much as I did. I let things go, and I let my body heal itself. If I feel like crying, I go ahead and let that go, and I cry, and I put it away somewhere. I don't fester over it anymore.
That sounds like an advertisement for my consultation appointments.
Yes, people should take advantage of that. If they're able to call you and you have the time, because I know your time is very valuable. Just driving around Yuma with you and your phone and me with my phone. I know you've been doing consultations with people as we're driving, and I hear you talking to somebody else, and I'm getting, you're trying to apologize to me, telling me, Alice, I said, I don't care, you keep consulting, because I'm hearing this end of it, and I'm putting it to use for me. So anyone who needs to call Dan, he is, the way you see him on the videos, he's very genuine. There's nothing phony about it. And I don't get, in the beginning when I saw his videos and he'd say, can you dig it? I'd be going, okay, I don't know if I can watch this guy for very long.
You don't know if you can dig this guy.
No. But after a while you realize, you know what? So what? It's just be yourself and love yourself. If anybody who I've met, over the phone, I've met some of the people that saw the first video, Angela Burton, I believe, Stevens. Actually, she's my friend on Facebook now. And we had like a 3-hour phone call, conversation recently. And it is just so nice to talk to people. She lives
can really even believe what you've been going through, huh? Your changes are so different.
Right, I have one of my before pictures. I have not put it on Facebook, and I have it on another website that I'm on with Raw Food Rehab. I have it there because that one I have it more private. I haven't put it on Facebook yet. I haven't dared. It's too much of the before, 250 pounds worth. And then I take other pictures and
250 pounds before? How much do you weigh now? Can you tell? Can you share?
180.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have like a target rate, or are you just going to keep on shooting for the stars, baby?
I'm going to keep on going, not just because of the weight loss. This is a lifestyle change, like I said before. So it has nothing to do with just losing more weight. It's gaining more
This
health.
is your potential arising. So you actually, this is one of the things I kind of wanted to share with everyone, was that you're actually moving. And that was one of the things we talked about, kind of, wasn't it? I mean, and it just like...
I'm simplifying my life. Let's put it that way. I'm going from a bigger house to a smaller house. I am going to get rid of a lot of what I can call now junk. And I realize that I hang on to a lot of things. Maybe it's just little knickknacks, gifts, or I don't know, a lot of paper, a lot of books, things that I might need someday. I'm noticing that I'm cleansing my body, I'm cleansing my spirit, my mind. Now everything around me needs to be simplified. So my husband and I got to talking. We decided, you know what, let's really simplify. And he's catching on to this so quickly. We said, let's get a smaller house, a neater place, easier for us to manage all of our finances.
You said Bernie's like 90% raw too, and he's like not the kind of guy that'd be a raw food guy.
Yes, and he wouldn't want me to really admit this, but that's okay.
Uh-oh.
He says, Alice, I'm not really all that raw. And yes, you are, because for dinner, all he wants is a salad and coconut and the coconut water, and then he'll have his juice in the morning. Maybe on the weekends he still has a little bit of his other cooked food, but it's either rice and cooked veggies. But he's been away from all the meat. He has not done dairy in months now.
Well, for Bernie to let you and I hang out together, that's a pretty big pretty big step too.
Yes, he says, okay, now Dan the man's in town, so I guess I'm going to lose you for a while. And that's okay too, because he knows how much of a difference I've had in my life because of Dan's input. There's a lot of different paths that we take, and Dan came into my life at a moment when I was very low in my energy and frustrated with the way I was going, and so then the raw kicked in. So I had been going to that nutritionist that I mentioned that last video, and that helped. It was a baby step. It was teaching me about food. My Chinese doctor, who said, you don't need a doctor if you know how to eat right. And then I start looking, okay, what do I need to eat then? And I Googled raw, and then Dan the Man is the first one on the list when raw came up. So that's where I started. And even after Dan, he had some other videos where it's a connection, it's like a chain. There was some other people on there, and somehow I ended up on Raw Food Rehab. And that was amazing, because that place really helps me a lot too. I have accountability. I weigh myself because I hit like a plateau, so I wanted to see if I can lose some more weight. I think if I lose another 20 pounds, that I'll be okay. Just
You'll
another
be boxing
20.
Tyson. So my name is Dan the Man in your house, huh?
Yes.
There's no Dan, it's Dan the Man.
Exactly. Even little Bernie, he can't just say Dan. He says
Bernie.
Dan the Man.
Huh?
Can you say hi to the people on YouTube?
Hi.
Yeah, man. Are you a LifeRegenerator fan?
Yeah.
Right on, dude.
I say Dan, but she says I say Dan the Man.
Oh, yes, you do.
You say Dan the Man.
I say Dan.
You better be saying Dan the Man.
Oh, I say Dan.
Well, okay. We'll let you get away with it. Well, I got to wrap this video up, guys, but wanted to let you get a chance to be a YouTube star again, baby. Say goodbye.
Bye.
He gets all shy around me.
He does.
Anyways, Alice, thanks a lot for sharing. Between you and Lou Corona, I'll never get a chance to talk again.
Oh, yes, I love that video too.
I love it too. I love it when somebody else.
That juice that you guys had, I just have to have that one. I want to be his age and have that strength. That
You got
is amazing.
it. Raw foods and a whole lot of love. That's all you need. Thanks,
That's it.
Alice.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye, everyone.